Hello there, welcome back to Crafters TV. I hope you're having a brilliant week. It is Tuesday. It's officially Treat Yourself Tuesday, that's what we call it now. I think we're going to refer to this as the birthday hangover. That's where we are because birthday might be over, but the party don't stop. Oh no, it really doesn't. We've got a brand new launch for you today. This, of course, is Wake Up Call. We're here with you for the next couple of hours looking at all the amazing things that are coming up throughout the day today. We've got a launch day for you a little bit later with something brand new, and then also a launch party tonight. And we are going to be looking back on some of the biggest launches of the last couple of weeks. We might be looking ahead with a couple of cheeky previews as well. Now, I'm not here on my own. She is back in the studio. We haven't worked together in what feels like an eternity. Michelle's here. How are you, Michelle?
Oh, I'm very well, thank you. It just seemed like it's been ages since we worked together.
It really does.
Yeah.
I can't remember when it was, in fact. A month ago?
Yeah, too long
must
ago.
Have been. They're keeping us apart. That's what it is. Definitely keeping us apart. Isn't it festive? I know we're in the other studio today. We'll be back in the main studio a little bit later. But there's Christmas trees everywhere. It's even snowing outside by the looks of it, Michelle.
It's coming down a tree outside. It really is, I've got to say.
It never really seems to lay, though, out there.
No. I mean,
considering how heavy it snows all day.
That's it, yeah.
A brand new launch then today, which is really exciting and something a bit different as well.
Oh my days, so I love this. I'm so glad that I've got to launch this for you guys. So I'm going to show you some samples. So these are, I'm going to say this very slowly, are Colorable creator card dies. So what you're going to get with these is you're going to get this effect where you can see that you can cut in. So if I lift that up, you can see it all the way through. So you're going to be able to cut in with these and then you're going to be colouring them up. And we have got lots of different style. Obviously, there's got to be that cupcake in there. It wouldn't be a collection without a cupcake. So you've got lots of different ones in here.
Bars.
Look at that, it's beautiful. So you can cut these into your card, which is how they're sort of designed, but then you can be cutting them out. You can be making them as toppers, you can be making them as shaker cards. You can be really going to town with these, so you're going to love these. I can't wait for later.
Absolutely amazing. They really are cool. I'm going to take you through those in just a second, but I've got to tell you about something else first because it is so busy. We've got a brilliant card and paper collection available over on the website, and you've got some Nature's Garden and also some Knitwits. So two of your absolute favourites. 80% of these have already sold out and gone. You're going to receive in here, this one here is your Knitwit, the homebody in there. Beautiful florals. Lots of pinks and blues running all the way through that one. You will also receive another paper pad. This one here is your Garden Gnomes. I love these. I love these big card panels you've got in the backs of here. They're really cool. And then all of this beautiful imagery in here. It's lovely, it's bright and vibrant. Loads of really lovely colourways running all the way through that. All of our paper pads, of course, both of these that I'm sharing with you are completely uncoated as well. So you want to ink on them, stamp on them, you have got the ability to do that. Now you'll get those two 12x12s and then you'll also receive two luxury cardstock packs. So you're going to get the first one, which is this. It is your Kindly Thoughts, and it is a beautiful pearlescent card there, as you can see. Lots of really lovely tones running all the way through that one. And you'll also get as well the Homebody collection, which is going to, of course, match the Homebody 12x12 papers that you've got in this collection. And again, gorgeous pearlescent card, 250 GSM this one. Look at that. That's a power of pink, isn't it, for you on a Tuesday? So you get all of those, all four, for $44.97 or $59.85 there. Under £36 or $48 if you are a Platinum member. You will have to be quick though. As I said, over 80% of those have already sold out and gone. We're going to come and have a little look at this though. It is, of course, our brand new launch, your first opportunity to get your hands on this. It's your Colorable creator card die collection. So you've got stamps and dies in here. You've got 6 different styles to go for. They are all available individually, but you get the best value when you get them all together. Let me take you through exactly what you're going to get. So the first one here is Thinking of You. You can see with the 2 birds here. Brilliant that you can, of course, if you want to, just use the stamped imagery on its own, or you can put the stamps and dies together if you so wish. And you've got the sentiments, but I love you've got the sentiments and the dies, so you can cut the sentiments out as toppers. So it's definitely a bit of a different concept, but something gorgeous. Also worth saying, you can cut these in or cut these out. That outside edge on there is removable for you. So that one is your Thinking of You. You've also then got this one here, which is the beautiful butterfly. Love the way that this has been coloured up, but again, because you are colouring them, you're going to really be able to change the look and feel of them. This one here is your Dragonfly Dream that you can see just there. And again, different sentiments in there. Trace your dreams, especially for you. Take this moment and make it beautiful. You've got sentiments for each of the different styles. That one there is Celebrate Your Day with the gorgeous cupcake. That looks good enough to eat, Michelle, doesn't it? This really next one, that is your Sweet Roses. And again, think about how many different ways you're going to be able to colour these up. And you've also got a special bouquet, which is a beautiful vase of flowers there. And you've got all the sentiments that go with them. If you get them all together in the bundle, which is the best way to get the best value, £61.99 or £71.49 is your price, under £50 or $58 if you are a Platinum member. Lots of you tuning in and saying hello already this morning. Ben McCarthy, first one out of the blocks, as always. Michelle, as always. Bethan is here. Deborah says good morning as well. Ray says morning from a wet Staffordshire. I think it's a wet everywhere. I drove up from Cambridgeshire this morning, Michelle, and it was just wet all the way. Laura says hi from Virginia. Pamela's in, I can see. Tammy's in Philadelphia. CJ is in Ontario. Sam is just down the road. And Regina's in as well. If you've got any questions about this launch or anything actually throughout the course of the day today, you can get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are over on YouTube. Lots of you going for these already in this wake up call today. I know we're going to have a really busy day on these. Beautiful new concept, these, Michelle.
They really are. So they are absolutely brand new and brilliant. So we're going to start with the beautiful butterfly. So I've got mine out. So if I just turn this over for you, you see you've got that beautiful butterfly stamped image. You've also got a few sentiments in there, as always. Every day is precious. Beautiful like a butterfly and spread your wings. So again, always amazing sentiments in there. And then these are your dies. So this is a matte layer die or to cut your aperture with. And obviously you're going to be able to cut an aperture with this one as well. And you can see that if I pop that over there, you're going to stamp where you've die cut out. And then again, so you've got two dies in there and it's for two of your sentiments. So you're pretty much covered for everything you need in this little pack. So what we're going to do is, I've got a piece of Nina cardstock because I'm going to be colouring it onto this. And we're going to die cut it out with this. So it's sort of the main one. So let me just get some tape off of here. I literally went home yesterday and I had this stuck everywhere. All up I was sat on the bus and I had like tape literally falling off me everywhere because I lean on the table next to me and it comes all up. So I have it all here. So when I'm leaning, I've got it all up my arm.
Oh dear.
I look fabulous on the bus. I had my Grease outfit on and tape stuck everywhere yesterday.
Your Grease outfit?
Yeah,
What's
so it was Halloween,
outfit?
so I dressed up as a pink lady.
Oh, did you?
I
then got the
did.
bus home?
And then got the bus home in it. I did get some strange
anyone else
looks.
dressed up on the bus?
There was no one else dressed up on the bus.
Ah.
I got some strange looks, I've got to say. But, you know, it was Halloween. There was some little kids on the bus dressed up, asleep.
Did you get any trick-or-treaters at the house last night?
I didn't know.
No.
I thought I would, because obviously it was absolutely belting it down.
Was it?
So I'm pretty sure that any mums who had their kids out earlier that night had gone home. And it really came down.
A lot of people in the comments saying they're not quite ready for Christmas yet. Rachel, our social media superstar, says, no, I'm not ready for Christmas. Jan says, Christmas is up in the studio. I see it. I don't think I'm ready. Don't worry, we're just getting you prepared. We're totally mentally preparing you for Christmas. There's a gentle reminder for you that you need to start to get organised.
Definitely.
Santa's flying past the window out there, apparently.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
I'll have to keep my eye out.
He's keen. It's only November. It is the 1st of November though, so really it's all downhill to Christmas now, Michelle.
It really is. It really is. So you can see it die cut out beautifully, and you have this lovely frame. And what I love about it is you've got these elements, you've got the aperture there, but then if you pop your stamp on here, you've got that beautiful stamped image on front of that aperture, which is just, again, I don't know how Leanne and her team keep coming up with all these new ideas that we've never seen before, but they do. And I think they knock it out the ballpark every single time. So let's just pop that on there and give it a good press down. So I'm using my Nina cardstock. I'm going to colour in with some of my tricolours. So I have used my alcohol proof ink pad. So I've just used my Noir Black for that one. And do you know what? And I love it. It's a really nice, fine, detailed stamp, this one. So lovely. So let's
actually looks quite nice without colour, I think, as well.
It absolutely does.
And I think if you were stamping that out on some coloured paper, some coloured cardstock, it would look beautiful.
Yeah, I don't think you need to do anything else to this. So I'm just getting a piece of card to colour onto. So, of course, I mean, I'd be daft not to. I am going to be using these tricolours. So it was really hard when I was doing my prep at home to use anything other than these new tricolours, because so if you've got them, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you're on the fence, you need to get these, because these are the most beautiful pens I have ever used and ever seen. So we're going to use these. So I've picked two from my pack, Sunlit Leaves and Deep Sea.
They are available on the show for you. As you can see, a complete collection on the bottom of your screen. They are available also in their 3 packs also, if you wanted to go and grab a few of them, give them a try. Lots of different ways to get a hold of them, which is great. And they're just beautiful though, Michelle, aren't they, these?
They are. So they've got that beautiful brush nib, so they lay down beautifully. But the transition that you get from that one colour through to the other is just stunning. It really is, and you're just not going to want to put these down. So because I've got that lovely brush nib, I can get that nice flick going on, for want of a better word, and then go back in, just go over that edge, blend it in beautifully. So you're going from one end to the other with these, just through your colours. You're going to go back over and blend them out.
And I mean, obviously, we know that blending into different colours is possible, isn't it? But it's knowing how to do it. I think for a lot of people, they end up just with a lot of brown when they try and do this kind of technique. They are all laid out for you. I mean, would you agree they're as easy to use as a regular tri-blend, these, Michelle?
They absolutely are. So our brush pens, our brush tri-blends, they've obviously got the same nib, so you're going to get the same effect, but they're just as easy to use. There's nothing difficult about these. You're still going to do sort of that 3-pen blend, or 3 shade. Well, it's not 3 shades, is it? But you're still going to get that 3-pen blend. You're going to use it exactly the same. I'm just going to lay that darkest down there. And then we're going to go back over just that edge, just to allow it to blend in. And you're going to do it exactly the same as you do with our others. You're just going to keep on until you're happy with your blend. But it's taken that guesswork out of it for you. So putting 3 different colours together, if I went to my classics, I mean, what is the 212, 218? I wouldn't be quite sure which to put with which. And by the time, I'd gone through a few to pick the 3 that sort of work brilliantly together, I'm probably not going to want to colour in anymore. But it's there for you. It's been done for you. So, all that hard work has been done for you.
2/3 have gone of those, by the way. If you want to go for the tricolour brush, they are really, really busy. So do grab them if you want them. A brand new concept. You can go back and watch Leanne's launch show as well with them. I know she featured them also in a Colour Me Happy over the birthday event, so you will be able to go and grab a hold of all of that inspiration over on the website. Lots of you still chatting away. Victoria says she's loving the virtual window. She's calling into question the legitimacy of our window, I think, Michelle. She says, love the virtual window. I think you guys live in a snow globe. It's definitely raining here in the UK.
Well, It is actually. I think it's raining everywhere, isn't it, today? It's one of them days.
Indeed. Christy Mahoney says, why the other studio? Oh gosh, close that curtain. I do not want to see snow yet. Although I just saw Santa getting us in the mood. Yeah, I'm not ready, she says. No, we'll be back in the main studio for our launch day show at 2 p.m. today. There's just some other bits and bobs going on in there. So we thought we'd go on a little adventure, didn't we, across to the second studio today, Michelle?
That's it, yeah.
Sandra's first order after birthday has gone in. I used my first £10 voucher on the launch day today. Jerry says, colouring is fast becoming my newest obsession. Kathy says, I love the new stamps dies. They are brilliant. It's lovely. I know we've done something similar to these before with like a standard style creator card, but it's lovely that you've got all that fine detail there with the die, and they colour beautifully. Nice big spaces on a couple of these, on lots of these, Michelle, as well. So you're not the most confident colourist. You're not going to be able to be a Van Gogh, are you, to colour these? Let's put it that way.
Exactly that, and that's what I love about these. You know, if you this is going to be sort of your first purchase with a stamp. It's a lovely size. It's not too big. It's not sort of scary where you think actually I'm not going to be able to do that. There's too much. You've got just enough size with this stamp to have a nice, good practice, and it's still going to look fabulous, especially if you're using these. It's going to look amazing. So you can see all I'm doing is just, I'm alternating the dark to the light, to the dark to the light. It just gives you more of a 3D effect. It gives you, it makes it look a little bit more real, as much as I don't want that, as much as I don't want the butterfly to look real and fly off that page at me. So, that one. So let's.
Rhiannon says, I'm loving the tree. It does look beautiful, doesn't it?
It's so lovely.
Who will be, I'd love to know actually in the comments when your tree will go up, because obviously 1st of November ours has gone up, which I think is early by anyone's standards, but people do start putting the trees up now, don't they, Michelle?
They do. There's lots of people put, and I know one of my uncles always had his up in November. So I used to love being little, going visiting in November because he was all decorated up. But for us, it was always the 1st of December, so I've got a little while to wait yet. But so I've brought in the one that I've coloured in. So you can see where I was going with this, and then I've finished it off, and it's just looking beautiful. So let me just pop that piece of card to the side. So then what we're going to do is, so this is my card base. And it's just a small, it's just 5 by 6, just short of 5 by 6, and I'm just doing a temp fold. And what I'm going to do is we're going to bring this in. In fact, let me put it on my bigger plates because I don't want to get a bit of a kink in my card. Right, so I'm going to bring this in. So this is going to create my aperture in the front of my card. So I'm just going to tape this in place. Now, what you can do is you can be using this one to cut straight into your card. Right. But I'm just going to sort of mat and layer mine on top with a bit of coloured card as well. But again, in launch day later on today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. You know, cutting straight into your card. We're going to show you it, we're going to cut it straight into your card, we're going to make a box, we're going to make, then we're going to go on and do some sort of different shaped cards. So we're going to go through it all. You're going to know these inside out and back to front by the time I've finished. But
how are you
you're going to
getting
love
on
them.
with your Christmas crafting, Michelle?
Sorry?
How are you getting on with your festive crafting?
Do you know what? I haven't started anything.
Oh,
I tell you,
you've still got time. You've got 54 days yet.
Yeah, I've got time. I'm too busy just playing with all my craft stuff at the minute because there were so many lovely launches and there's so many new stuff that I've bought. I've just had way too much fun with these. So there you go. So I've cut my aperture out of the middle. Where's this? So I've got some of this beautiful, so this is from those new 12 by 12 pads. I think this is the, is it the frost? It's not frosty and bright, is it? You see the new pearlescent ones? Right. Because you've got the beautiful pearlescent paper pad and you've got the card pad. And this is where I've got, so there's the spring one and there's the winter one, isn't there? Or is it?
Yes, and then there's a corresponding coloured card that goes with each.
Yeah, that's it. So all I've done is exactly the same. So I've just cut that lovely aperture out. That's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer this over the front. And so the reason I haven't cut it straight into there is because I want that lovely mat behind it.
Right.
And then we're going to pop that on the front.
Nice.
So it's just making it pop a little bit. So there's going to be, you're going to have many, many different ways that you're going to be playing with these.
Yeah, even just putting them into, you know, cutting them directly into a card front as you've done here. Loads of different ways you can see of assembling them together. It's really, really busy on this morning. Lots of you have gone through it already. The individuals are available. None of you are doing that. Everyone so far going for that main collection, which represents the best value for money. It is great value as a Platinum member to get 6 not just creative cards, but also creative cards, dies and stamps for under £50 is excellent value. A lot of you loving these. Regina has just placed my order, and I also couldn't resist the tricolour markers. Looking forward to colouring with them. Janet's letting me know that they are ready to decorate. Janet Robbins. Wow. Is that Jan in Ravello, Jan? Do let me know. Sylv says, morning everyone. I love the new tricolours. They're fab and a really good guide to using your other pens. Adriana says, I had lots of candy and very few trick-or-treaters. I was a treat for mosquitoes. Boy, did those suckers trick-or-treat me all night. Well, that doesn't sound very good, does it? Friends of mine, on the other hand, didn't get much chocolate and sweets in, and then had lots of trick-or-treats, and there was none left at the end, and they were absolutely, they were fuming that they didn't get to eat all the leftovers themselves. So
that's one of the perks about buying plenty of sweets or candy, isn't it? That you get to eat the leftovers.
Unless you get a really good turnout, and then there are none left.
Well, that's
which can happen. A lot of love still coming in though for those tricolours. Lynn loves them. Sandy, Gemma, Audrey. Lots and lots of you loving them. Lots of you talking about your trees as well when they go up. Apparently, in the US, we have Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving is a popular time, Michelle, to get them up.
Okay. Yeah, and the thing is, we don't celebrate that over here, so
maybe we should make that a thing. Let's normalise celebrating. We could do with another holiday. If we could get a day off as well, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Get a national holiday. Definitely.
Right, so this is one of the little stamp sentiments. Every day is precious, and I've got that lovely. You've got the lovely die that comes with it. So again, I've just cut it out in that green and we've given it a nice lovely little drop shadow. We're just gonna pop this up here. Every day is precious. And then I've just got a couple of gems we're just gonna pop, of course. I do try to resist sometimes, and sometimes it's just way too hard to resist adding gems. So let's just pop. Let me pop that there. And then, we're just going to pop one just in the middle there. So if I turn that round for you now, you can see.
Beautiful, isn't it?
I thought I glued my card together then. But how easy is that to come together?
Really stunning.
Yeah.
And nice to see you left a bit of white space as well. I think sometimes we're maybe a bit afraid of leaving, you know, elements of our cards or projects undecorated, Michelle. But you see that white space there around it really frames it beautifully.
Yes.
Remember, you're getting 6 brand new Stamp and Die collections in here, which is excellent. 6 sets, as you can see. And the great thing is that they encompass many different occasions. So really, I mean, apart from the birthday one, they're not really occasion specific, are they? So you can theme them and do as you wish with them. You can also, if you want to, of course, bring your other sentiments in, or, you know, slot them into other collections that you already own. I think there's lots of different ways that you're going to be able to come up with using these. Let me take you through then exactly what you're getting. So the first one that you've got here with the birds on the branches is Thinking of You. Then you've got your beautiful butterfly there as well, which you've just seen Michelle creating with. This one here, that's your Dragonfly Dream. I absolutely adore that. Dragonflies seem to be really, really popular in lots of home decor, so lovely that we've got that in the collection. This one here is Celebrate Your Day. I mean, this one screams birthday, but I think you can have cake all year round, not just for your birthday.
Definitely.
This one here is your Sweet Roses. The thing is as well about florals is, florals are always popular. They always are very, very popular, especially if you are making to sell, then they always seem to be the first projects that go first. You've got the roses, then you've also got a special bouquet in there too, which I think is lovely. The texture on the vase is awesome. Remember, you've got the sentiments in here, and then you're also getting the dies to allow you to cut those sentiments out as toppers. So either stamp them into your project or cut them out and pop them on top. It is up to you. We did have a look at as well, didn't we, the tricolour brush pens. They are in stock. It is a complete collection that we've got for you just here. So $59.99 or $89.95. You will get your Club Inspired discount, of course, on there. But what you've got here are all of these different pens. So it's 18 pens, but of course you've got 3 markers in each of those. So you've actually got, I'm not very good with the quick math today, 45 plus 9. You've got 30, 45 plus 9, 54? Yes. 54 colours in there? Brilliant. I don't know, my numbers muscle, which is in here, needs to just warm up a little bit, Michelle. You can tell it's my first day in today. But the great thing is with these is that they have been designed so as they seamlessly blend into each other. I think a lot of the time we're excellent at blending, you know, sort of different shades of the same colours together, but when it comes to blending in different colours, not knowing really where to start and how to do that, these completely simplify that for you. Now, if you don't want to go for the large collection, or maybe you just want to give these a try, then we've got them in 3 packs for you too. So if you want to go for any of the 3 packs, you can. They're all the same price. There's lots of different options for you. This first one we've got here is this has got the Dark and Stormy, the Heavenly Hues, and you'll also get your Antique Delicate within there. That's your first one. This next one, this one here gives you the Fresh Succulents, the Sunlit Leaves, and the Deep Forest. So perfect for all of your plant and nature style themes. And this one here, that one's got Rich and Decadent, Warm and Fiery, and Lush Verdant in there. The next one, that's going to give you Mystic Tones, Enchanted Tints, and then you've also got the Forest Glade within there too. Then we also have this one that's got Breaking Waves, Deep Sea, and Sand Dunes. And then your final option, that brings you Twilight Sky, Azure Horizon, and also Golden Sunrise as well. $9.99 or $14.95. Remember, you can use your Club Inspired discount under £8 or $12 if you wanted to pick those up. If you want the best value of course, then the main collection is going to give you that. But if you did just fancy trying them, then you've got the option to do that as well. It's very, very busy on the launch this morning here on Crafters TV. I hope you're having a great start to the day. Going to give you an opportunity to get those baskets checked out. So whilst you do that, here's all the detail. No, actually, here's some of the fun stuff we like to get up to here at Crafters TV.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You all had time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV. If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are. Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop Today button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze. Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
Oh, what a very busy start to the day we are having. You guys are absolutely loving that new launch. Remember, a full launch day coming up at 2 p.m. here today in the UK, which is, if I'm not, we've changed timings, haven't we, over in the US, because we got an extra hour in bed on Sunday, which was absolutely delightful, but it's thrown our US timings out a little bit. So we'll share those with you again whilst we're in the show. Carol says Christmas tree goes up the day after Thanksgiving. Psych agrees with that as well. Jan says refusing to put it up until after Thanksgiving. Also, Rhiannon in Australia wants to put theirs up now, but their son won't let them apparently. My tree goes up the day after Thanksgiving, says Debbie, but I've been making Christmas cards for several months. That is a very savvy way of doing it. Alice says my son was young, we'd put up Advent ring at the start of Advent, and the tree went up the weekend before he broke up from school. Eleanor says, I put my tree up the day after Thanksgiving. That is tradition for us here in the US. Kirsty D says, hi all, I'm listening while working. My tree goes up about 3 weeks before Christmas, but not decorated until the 2nd, so that the cats can climb up and down it and get used to it, and they leave it alone when the decorations go on. That is very, very clever.
Genius.
I like your way of thinking there. Right, we're going to move on. We're going to have a little look at the birthday box. It's a birthday celebrations box with over 130 elements. It's kind of like a mini Sarah signature one, this, and it is perfect for birthdays. And I think that's brilliant because, let's face it, you know, aside from Christmas cards, birthdays, definitely the cards that we make the most, the cards that we're asked to make the most. So it really makes sense that you'd have a dedicated collection to allow you to do that. I love the colourways in here. I love the imagery as well. It's quite modern, it's very playful. So you're going to get your pattern papers included. They are going to come in this collection for you. You are also going to get a fantastic selection of coloured cardstock as well to go alongside that. So brilliant for doing any of those mats and layers that you might want to do. Then this one here is your stencil. Absolutely love that. So you can see that gorgeous heart reef stencil that you've got there. Another stencil here is your happy birthday. Excellent for inking and spritzing through. Use it as an embossing folder if you want to. You've got things like glitter paste and mixed media products. They're going to go through there beautifully. And then we also have this, which I just think is stunning. The result you get here is amazing. That's an embossing folder and a corresponding stencil. So emboss that detail and then stencil it in as well, should you wish. We've also got a template in here as well. So you're going to get the template included. You've got your ribbons that are all perfectly colour matched with your main collection, with the papers that come in there. And then these beautiful dies. You've actually got a creator card in there with loads of beautiful open space, lots of very modern elements in here. All of your numbers that you would need as well, of course, for milestone birthdays. You've got sentiments, cupcakes, balloons. There's lots going on here in this one. And you've also got a set of stamps which are going to complement that beautifully. Things like your candles, your balloons, your cupcake, a lovely big cake there for you too. All of that, these boxes are such brilliant value. I'm guessing we definitely can't get 2 of these for £25 or $29, so we'll take that off of there for you. A little mistake there, I believe, on our part, but $49.99 and $59.95 is exceptional value for money. These are amazing. All these boxes are always great, but this one, Michelle, feels like it makes total sense. It's literally the card we make most, isn't it, the birthday card?
It really is, and you know, the timing was brilliant. It was celebrating our birthday, but the thing is, everything in here is perfect for any birthday, obviously any time of the year. And do you know what? Just the box in itself is a gift to yourself. So we're going to have an unboxing, because it's always nice to see the boards that Joe shows you, but then it's always nice to open the box and see just exactly how much you get in there. So just for starters, you've got that beautiful ribbon on there that you're going to pop off. You're going to open it, and so it opens a little bit differently. So you know, all of our boxes normally have that lovely lid that does this. This is more like a gift. This is more like a present, a lovely gift for yourself. And again, we've got the beautiful tissue on there as always. You've got your stencils. So first off, which is what Joe was just showing you. So let me just pop these open quickly for you. So, be careful with that. So you've got those two lovely stencils there that is going to be making your bunting. You've got that gorgeous, let me bring in a piece of card for you. You've got that gorgeous happy birthday stencil. Again, you could be stenciling a full background with this, or you can just stencil a particular happy birthday. This stencil is, I think, one of the most beautiful stencils I've seen. And I've seen the team and some of the design team using these as a rainbow, you know, as ombre colours. They are just stunning. You get all of your ribbons again, so you've got some of your satin ribbons, and then some of the, what is that ribbon called?
Organza?
That's it, thank you. So you get your satin and your organza. And again, so there's no replication of colour. You've got 6 totally separate colours there. Huge bag of sequins. These amazing charms. So you've got all those charms in there. You've got birthday cakes in there. You've got that cupcakes, of course. You've got the champagne bottle in there. Do you know what? I'm going to have to go back to the opticians and get some reading glasses. Let's pop them on there for you. So you can see that, I mean, they're a full, big charm. They're not all flat. I mean, obviously you've got your flat pieces, but they're fabulous. You've got that amazing embossing folder, which goes with the stencil. You've got your card blanks and envelopes. So you've got those 3 sizes. You've got your 4x6, your 5x7 and your 6x6. So lots in there. That is the stencil that is going to go with that embossing folder. You've got all those stamps in there. And even more, you've got all those dies that Joe showed you on that huge board. And then you've got all your papers. And I'm still going on, and you've got all your pattern papers. So you've got your papers, your charms, your dies, your stamps, a stencil, cards, embossing folder, sequins, ribbon, another stencil, another stencil. Another stencil.
Hey, look at, I've got Oprah Winfrey over here. You get a stencil, you get a stencil, you get a stencil.
I sort of channeled my inner Sarah then. Could you sort of feel it? But look how much you get in this box. So it is just an amazing
And those sequins
box.
you've got there.
Love these. They are just gorgeous. And again, all your colours are matching perfectly.
Oh, they're like confetti sequins,
Yes.
aren't there? There's
Yeah.
loads of them in there.
Everything matches perfect. And it's a huge bag, so you're getting loads in here. You really are.
Yeah, absolutely. Jam-packed full, that box. I mean, the value is off the charts. Get that up for £40, a platinum member of $48, is amazing, amazing value for money. I must go back to that paper collection. It's very, very busy on this. Over 80% of the stock gone, as we said. It's limited, is it? Right, it's limited stock. So in your basket, you need to check this out, or you are going to miss out on it. So please be quick if you want to get a hold of this. And why wouldn't you? Because it is a gorgeous selection of card and paper. So first up in here, you've got the Homebody collection. Really beautiful. This nice big bold statement florals running all the way through here. Gorgeous pinks and blues and greys as well running all the way through there. So you're going to get 24 double-sided sheets in that one just there. Then the other brilliant thing is you've actually got the cardstock, corresponding cardstock to go alongside that as well. So this is the cardstock that matches it perfectly. And again, you're going to get 24 sheets here on this one per lesson, double-sided as well. So if you did want to turn that into things like your card blankets, you wanted to make smaller box projects with it, you're going to have the colour on the inside and the outside, which is brilliant. It makes it feel really professional. Sticking with the Knitwits, you're also going to get the luxury card in the Kindly Thoughts too, which is a really lovely colourway in here. So you've got lots of nice sort of darker blues in there, but you've also got some lighter tones and some lovely greens also. That's coming included. So you get 24 sheets of that one there. And you'll also then receive this one here, which is your Garden Gnomes, Nature's Garden. Brilliant that we've included these card panels in the back of it, all hand-drawn those for you too. So cut those down with your guillotine. They're going to work beautifully on a 6x6 card as a card front. We've then also got here as well lots of different amazing designs, beautiful illustration running all the way through here. It's just a lot of fun, this one, which is what I think you love it. I absolutely adore that there. And of course, it's going to play beautifully with your gnome collection, but it's a really wonderful, fun, vibrant pad that you're going to be able to use for lots of different jobs. $44.97 or $59.85 if you want that. However, it is limited stock, so you do need to be quick for it. Any questions you've got about this or anything else in the show, get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are over on YouTube. Jan says, I'm looking forward to getting my birthday box. I have so many birthday crafting things that are still tempted me. Love the balloon embossing folder and the cake and the flower frame. Amanda's, oh, I don't know what happened there. I got the Derek Akoras about me again. I don't know what, that happened last week, didn't it? Just like I've sort of sold my voice to a sort of underwater sea witch, I think. Amanda Bennett says, I bought the birthday box on release. Hope my delivery is coming today. Did I hear that right? 70% of the birthday box has already sold out and gone. Lots of orders being placed on that already at the moment. So don't hang around if you do want to get your hands on it. But I believe Michelle is going to treat us to a demonstration from this.
I am. I'm going to treat you to a demo, but firstly I want to show you some of the design team's cards that they've made with this birthday box, because they're just stunning. They have really gone to town. So if I just shake that up, you can see it's a lovely shaker card, but using that beautiful cupcake, using the stencil and the happy birthdays, those papers are just beautiful. Now this is my favourite. So I was saying earlier about the stencil, how I've seen some amazing stencil work with these. So this has been heat embossed, so our opaque pigment inks have been used on that one. And again, so totally different colours, but look how beautiful, using
really lovely, isn't it?
Same card, different colours. How fabulous does that look?
If you've got those shimmering pads, they're going to look lovely through that stencil, I'd imagine.
Yes, yeah, definitely. So this is that die set. This is that almost that creator card. Well, it's a creator card that you've got in there. Just onto a nice inked background. Looks gorgeous. Then you've got that cake. I love that cake. The cake and the balloons, the presents at the bottom. Am I right in saying I think Debbie did this one, didn't she, on launch day? But it's absolutely gorgeous. And again, so using that lovely stenciling there for the bunting to make a beautiful shaker. I couldn't think of the word then. Using those balloons and one of those beautiful charms. And again, so look at this one. So if I just stand that up for you. But can you see, look at the embossing on the back there.
Glossy accents on that. Yes. Glossy highlights, sorry.
Yeah. How amazing does that look? And then just nice and simply, a jar of sweets with some ribbon and those beautiful charms just hanging on there. So a nice, simple addition to a little gift that you're definitely going to be making. And yeah,
George wants to know if we can eat those later. We've got Jamie and George in the gallery today.
Yeah, we'll save them for later.
What sort of sweets are they?
I don't know. They look like.
Do you want to open one or try one?
I don't know. Will it open?
God, it's Tuesday. What are they? They might not be real.
Oh, they look like. Oh, they look like Skittles.
Oh, I don't think they're real. No, I think they're fake Skittles. Don't eat them. That's got choke hazard written all over it, Michelle.
Let's just we'll pop them under
there.
Right. So I'm going to use that gorgeous balloon stencil and balloon embossing folder. So
a lot of people were asking if you could use the birthday stencil to emboss with. Alison asked that.
The birthday stencil. You can always use a stencil to emboss with. You're going to add your rubber embossing mat. And if you feel that that doesn't give you enough, just add an extra shim of card in there, obviously depending on what stencil you're using. But yeah, always use the stencils to emboss, definitely. It's a brilliant little trick that I think, especially with the Gemini, it shows it off.
Am I right in thinking that an embossing folder will give us a deeper emboss than we could achieve with a stencil?
Yeah, definitely. You're going to get a more subtle emboss with a stencil than you are the embossing folder, just by nature of what it is, obviously. So the beautiful balloons we're going to use. So I've cut down a piece of card already, and I'm just going to put that in the middle, and I'm going to bring in my plates. So it's a 2D embossing folder, so I know that I need my 2 outside plates, my 2 main plates for this. So we're going to pop that through. So if it's a 3D, you're going to take one of your outside plates away. So we're going to take that one away, and what you would use is those 2 instead. And remember, never put your magnetic on the outside, because obviously we've got sensors in that machine, and the magnetic and the sensors are not going to play well together at all. So you can see that. Look at that emboss. There you go, look at that. I mean, to say it's only a 2D, I'm saying only.
Yeah,
it's
I mean, just on the white without any ink in, you can still see the definition you're getting there.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put a tiny little bit of tape just on the back there. So I can stick it down, so it's hopefully not going to move while I pop this on. So we're going to layer this over. So what you would probably want to do if you were doing this at home is have a bigger piece of card and then cut it down afterwards. I haven't done that, but you would probably do that at home. So I'm going to just tape the stencil down. Oh. Let's try and get it all in line. So let me just pop that over there. Right. So I have got some of my inks. So I've got my Polar Blue, so that is from the Frosty and Bright. These are all my water reactives because we're going to do some blending. So the Polar Blue, Parakeet, Grasshopper and Crushed Velvet. So let's just take the lids off of those.
And these are water reactives, did you say, Michelle?
Yeah, these are my water reactives.
Nice.
So let me go in with, I think, the Polar Blue first.
There is a 6-piece water reactive ink pad set coming up a little bit later in our launch party. So do head over there. You can get Bordeaux Crushed Velvet, Smoked Emerald, Lagoon, Straw Bale and Smoked Pearl are the colours in that one. So do check those out. You'll find that under the Shop the Day category over on the website.
So with the stencil, you are going to want to go very careful. Some of the sides of the balloons are very, very thin. So you're not going to be able to go in like you can with some stencils. You're just going to be incredibly careful with this, very light-handed, which is something that I struggle with because I'm very heavy-handed. But you're going to have to but you're going to have a bit of fun. You're just going to take your time a little bit with this one. So I'm going to pick up some ink and I'm just going to take it off on my mat. It doesn't take it off per se, it just sort of makes sure that I'm not going to get a big circle of ink on there, which is what we don't want. So very carefully. And again, you're going to be able to just build this colour up very carefully, very slowly, rather than going in sort of heavy-handed. So
a lot of people talking about what they've got on the way today. There's a lot of parcels being delivered, lots of happy mail, which is very excited for everyone. Amanda says, got a birthday box coming today. Deborah's got 3 packages sat at the depot waiting to be delivered today, which is awesome. Adriana's got theirs ordered too. Miriam says, I had to walk back and thought I saw Santa and sleigh going by the window. There it is again. I thought that was a real window to outside. Am I seeing things or is that not a real window?
It's
I hate
absolutely
to shatter the illusion and, bash down that 4th wall for you, Miriam, but there are no real windows in any of these studios. Not that you can see anyway.
And I thought Santa really was going by.
Any other questions you've got, get them into me, Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion, if you are across on YouTube. Remember as well, lots coming up throughout the course of today as well. So we would normally be with you at, well, we are with you at 11 a.m. in the UK. So that would normally be 6 a.m., wouldn't it? That is now 7 a.m. So that's where, so I'm just trying to work out the show times for the rest of the day here, Michelle. So we'll be up with you at 2 p.m. for that launch day later. That's 10 a.m. if you're on the East Coast. And then we're back with you at 6 p.m. this evening for launch party. That would normally be 1 p.m., wouldn't it? So that will now be 2 p.m. if you're on the East Coast. We'll just get used to these new times, and then daylight saving will start in the US, and it'll all go back to normal again. But you get an hour's more in bed if you're across the pond this week and next, of course, before those clocks move back again. It's been lovely having slightly lighter mornings, Michelle, but gosh, it gets to about 7 o'clock, and I think it's about 10 o'clock at night because it's been dark for hours.
It's just way too dark. Right, so I'm going to leave that there. I've just got a little bit left to do at the bottom, but because I've got tape there, I'm not going to go in and do it. Let me just move all these. Just going to lift my stencil up, and you can see it's coming together lovely. But then if I bring in the one that I did earlier, I've just got my blending a little bit better on the one earlier. And then what I've done is I've taken my stencil away, and where I've got all the white space here, I've just gone round with a little bit more of ink, just to take that white space away. So then really, all I'm going to do with this, because it is so beautiful, I don't feel it really needs much, is I've just got one of my card blanks, just trying to get that ink off my fingers. Just a bit of blue paper to mat and layer. So we're just going to pop that on. So I'm just going to use again my tape pen. I keep trying to do the flick, and I'd keep just forgetting. So let's pop that on there. And then this is going to go on top as well. Just, I think, a nice simple card. Sometimes even I can control myself and not get too carried away, because everything in this box is just so beautiful. So I have got a happy birthday cut out there, and if I bring this in, you can see that lovely die there and there on the banners. They cut out happy birthday. So I'm just going to pop those on the top, and let me bring my dot in. So just going to pop that there. And then this one. Oh, wrong tape pen. Happy birthday. See, now you can see where I went over with the wrong tape pen there. Just got a little bit of glue seepage through. I'm going to very gently just rub that away with my finger.
The clocks are changing this weekend in the US, so you've just got this week to go. And Laura Grace says, I can't wait to get an extra hour of sleep. An extra hour of sleep. You only get an extra hour on the one day, unfortunately. It'd be nice to get an extra hour a week, wouldn't it? That's beautiful, Michelle.
Just nice and simple, but I think that that stencil is that stencil embossing folder is a nice statement piece.
Absolutely gorgeous. Let me just recap then for you what you're going to get in there. So you're going to get those beautiful design papers in there. Lots of different designs there for you. Let me share some of those with you because they are wonderful. Lots of really nice floral elements, quite pastely, which is wonderful. Lots of different ones and some nice patterned ones too, which is always lovely. I absolutely love these two. This one with the balloons here and that one's with just the balloon border, so you can do as you please there in the centre of that one. We've also got the coloured cardstock. That is going to come included in there for you as well. And then we've got the hardware too, so you've got lots in here. This one here is that beautiful reef that you've seen done in many, many different colours. Mask off that as well. Think about paste and all of your different mixed media products. You can do that with all of the stencils. That is your happy birthday stencil. We've also then got the embossing folder and stencil. You've got your bunting stencil there. You will also get your ribbons. Don't forget you've got the sort of confetti sequins and the metal charms in there. And then you're, of course, going to get all of those amazing dies, really lovely selection of dies here, and stamps that are going to correspond and match beautifully to that too. $39.99 or $47.96 for Platinum members is sensational value. These boxes are always such brilliant value, absolutely packed full of goodies. That one just there. Make sure you are snapping that up. We also then have the Centura Pearl, which is this one just here. Let me take you through this. So we've got Centura Pearl in here and also glitter card as well. So you're going to get the baby blue, which is this one just here. And then what you're going to get is also the glitter card that matches that and goes alongside it. So you've got baby blue with glitter card. That one there is the baby pink. And then you're also going to get the baby pink glitter card that goes alongside that. This one here is the lilac. And then you will also get the lilac glitter card that matches. Matte and layering tone on tone looks amazing with these. We then also have the, this one here is your platinum. You've got the rose gold and the glitter card that then goes alongside that too. And you've also got the royal blue in there in the glitter as well. Absolutely gorgeous selection and over 20% off on that. It's going very, very quickly. Tammy's asking if you could tell her the plate combination for embossing that we just spoke about with the stencils, Michelle.
Yes, so I'll bring my plates in to show you. So if you've got a 2D embossing folder, you want your 2 main plastic plates. So that's for a 2D. Now if you've got a 3D embossing folder, what you're going to do is you're going to have your main plate on the bottom, your 3D embossing folder in the middle, your magnetic, and then your plastic shim. Now some people do take the magnetic out and just have the bottom plate and the plastic, but have a little bit of a play. I keep mine in because I like, with the 3D emboss, I like a huge emboss. So for your 3D, it's those 3 plates there. For your 2D, it's just those 2 plates.
Awesome. I hope that helps. Any other questions you've got, you can, of course, get them in to me. If you're new to us here at Crafters TV, hello, welcome. Come on in, sit down. But you might be wondering how to place an order. It is super simple, and here's a piece of video to show you how.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze. Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You all have time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
Our craft experts come from all over the UK to HQ up in the northeast, and here they are telling you a little bit about where they're from and what it's famous for.
I'm originally from London, so Stoke Newington I was born and bred, and loved London. I mean, I love London now. Something really magical about being in the capital. Grew up in Norfolk, loved it. The countryside, the scenery, it was very green and just beautiful and picturesque. I now live in Bedford, which is brilliant for work and life because I feel like Bedford is sort of central to all these places around us, so I get to see so many different places. It's just great to be there.
So I live in Barnsley. It's and I say a town, it's a town in South Yorkshire. And South Yorkshire's a gorgeous place. Barnsley in particular, I love. It gets a lot of flack, but it's a really beautiful, picturesque place to live, especially because there's lots of green places around there, lots of lovely parks and things like that, but it is a gorgeous place to live. Elthicka, neighbouring village to us, which is just full of history, and I love going there ever such a lot. Famous, what's it famous for? Oh, the most famous thing I can think of is a film called Kes. A local author called Barry Hines, who lived in Oiland Common, made a very famous film called Kes that is well known from where I am and actually filmed literally around the corner from where I live.
Really, really busy in the show today. Lots of you going for lots of the items we're sharing with you. We're going to go back to the launch because already 10% of that has gone just in the first brief demo that we had during Wake Up Call. So you guys are loving this. Loads more of you got it in your basket at the moment. An opportunity to get a brand new collection of 6 sets of creative cards, but also with the corresponding stamps too. So really versatile, and you've got sentiments in here and dies to cut those sentiments out. It's a lovely collection. Really nice size as well. These going to be brilliant for those smaller cards, but of course you can incorporate them to a larger project if you want, because you've got the option to cut them in or cut them out. And what I mean by that is you have the die in here, which is going to cut the detail in, or you can actually cut that all the way out. So have it attached or cut it out, it's completely up to you. You've got 6 different themes in here. This one is You're Thinking of You, with those birds there on the branches, and then you've got, of course, those corresponding sentiments. Then we also have this one with that gorgeous butterfly. I love the foliage around there, really grounds it. That's beautiful butterfly. This one here is Your Dragonfly Dream. Ah, cupcakes, yes please. Going to be perfect for birthdays, this one, isn't it? That's
It's a Halloween one.
No, they're amazing.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
It really is.
Christine's dangerous. She is in the comments. In the cafe. What is, I've got a tired brain today, you know. Because that could be dangerous. Who knows what's going to slip out today? Sweet Roses is this one just here. Florals, of course, always popular. And then you've got this one, which is a special bouquet there too. $61.99 or $71.49 gets you all 6 of those, which is amazing. At a great price, saving you £16 or $18, which is the cost of one. You can get them individually. Of course, the value is better when you get them all together, and pretty much all of you going for the full collection at the moment. $49.59 or $57.19 if you are a platinum member. Oh, Zoe's got a confession for us, Michelle. Thank you, Tracy. Did you see that? You just about saw it, didn't you? Look, I mean, it's literally the best place to work. Look, covert cup of tea slid into the side of the screen there. Doesn't happen anywhere else. She says, confession time. I bought a different tape pen. It's awful. Not very sticky and it tears the paper. Lesson learned. I will now only ever buy Crafter's Companion ones. In my defence, I only found Crafter's Companion this year. It's an expensive lesson to learn. At least you did. Yeah, the tape pens are absolutely amazing. You'll find them over on the website. Right, we're going to go back to Michelle. What are you going to share with us next, Michelle?
Well, it's got to be Celebrate Your Day, so it's got to be the one with the cupcake, of course. An absolutely beautiful one again. So you've got those 2 dies on there. So you've got the larger one, you've got that smaller one, which again, they look so weird, don't they? Let me bring that in. Bring that in there. But then you've got your stamp, so you can see that the stamp, if I turn that over the way it would be, your stamp is going to fit in there absolutely perfectly. And again, you've got Life's Too Short, Eat the Cake. Absolutely. It's what I always say, happy birthday and celebrate your day. So,
always eat the cake.
Always. There's
Absolutely.
never an occasion where eating a piece of cake is not going to cheer you up.
Oh, I completely agree with you.
And then you've got 2 dies there for 2 of your sentiments. So again, I'm going to bring in a piece of my Nina cardstock, and I've cut it down for the size that I'm wanting. And we're going to, I'm not going to use that tape actually because it's got a little bit of ink on it. So that's the tape that I used from my stencil earlier. So I'm not going to use that. Trying not to get ink everywhere. So I'm just going to line that up here. And if you're cutting this straight into the front of your card, you're just going to be lining this up exactly like I am, but on the front of your card. And it's going to cut that lovely aperture in it. But again, I'm going to go through it all from the beginning in launch day later on.
Marta says, greetings from Dundee, what a lovely day. But it might be there. It must be in Dundee. Apparently it did say on the radio today the weather was going to be better the further north you are, which is not normally the case. What a lovely day. Beautiful dye, says Marta. Hilary says that cupcake dye would go beautifully with a birthday box. It would actually, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
It's got the same sort of cupcake theme, the bunting theme carries all the way through. If you did want to go to it for it as an individual, all the individuals are available, but they are full price, so you definitely get the best value when you buy the bundle. But if you did want to pick and choose, then be our guest.
Absolutely, it does work perfectly with it. Just grab my stamping platform. So again, we're going to pop this on here. And I've used Nina cardstock because I'm going to be colouring it in. And yes, I've got a couple of the new tricolours. They're just so lovely that I couldn't, in fact, I did do some of my demos not with these, but purely because I obviously wanted to show you how it works with like watercolours and stuff. But it's very hard when you've got a set of pens or anything and you are absolutely loving it. You do want to use it on everything, and that is what these pens are. So let's just pick that up, and this is my alcohol-proof ink pad because obviously I'm using my tri-blends. And
oh, it's thunder and lightning and pouring down in Bournemouth apparently.
oh,
Sunny Bournemouth, not so sunny on this Tuesday.
there you go. So that's stamped out beautifully. Let's just move this to the side. And again, so I'll bring that in to colour onto. So I've picked these two. So these two are absolutely gorgeous. So I've got Golden Sunrise and I've got Warm and Fiery. So we're just going to, let's start with the beautiful icing. So again, I'm just going to lay these down like all of our tri-blends. Just going to lay that colour down and move to the middle one and go out.
So you're just sort of separating each section into what, thirds, I guess, Michelle?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, roughly thirds. I mean, and again, so it's sort of depending on what you're colouring and how you want to colour it. You might not necessarily want to go equal thirds, but it really, wrong side.
Oh, there is a day when eating a piece of cake is not going to make you happy, apparently, according to Diana.
Really?
Says when it's the last piece.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Oh gosh, yeah. But then that's an excuse to either make some more or go out and buy some more. There should always be cake available.
What is your favourite cake, Michelle?
Oh.
George has asked that question, so let's ask George what his is. He loves the lemon drizzle, does George?
I don't think there's a cake. Oh, I
Never
don't
met a
like
cake
walnut
with
walnut cake. If it's got
walnut
nuts
cake.
in it,
Anything else?
I'm not a fan of.
I think coffee and walnut cake is up there as maybe the best.
I
for
like
me.
coffee cake,
Right.
but not the walnut.
Jamie says carrot cake is his favourite. There we are. I do like a carrot cake. I don't like you, Michelle. You know, there's very few cakes I don't like. In fact, I've never met a calorie I didn't like. You can let me know in the comments what your favourite is.
I like that. That's hilarious. So I've just swapped to my other pen now, and you can see with that beautiful brush nib, you're getting that blend just is perfect. And I think it's definitely down to, well, not just the fact that they've picked brilliantly the way to, the three to blend.
Remember that full set of those tricolour brush is available. Details are on the bottom of your screen, right there. $59.99 or $89.95 gets you all of them.
So then I'm going to go back over that one, just until I'm happy with my blend of it.
And that's 54 markers in that. Well, 54 pens essentially, 54
Yeah.
colours arranged across 18 different markers, which is brilliant. Brilliant value.
And then just in my stash at home, I've got one of these, and what I'm going to do is we're just going to highlight little areas with just...
Is that just a white gel pen?
It's just a white gel pen. And it's just, I've got a thicker one as well, so I've got a couple here. Let me do the thicker one so you can see it more. There we go. So you just, these are just fun. They just add that bit of highlight for you.
I guess if you didn't want to, I guess you could leave preserved highlight, but this is even easier, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's almost like, you know, the sun's glistening on your lovely cake. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a few other pieces that I've already done. So I've die cut it out. I haven't coloured the middle bit in, and I've just inked around the edges. And then I've done it again, and I've just coloured in these pieces here. So what I'm going to do with this one is we're just going to snip away at it. So I'm going to snip my frame away fully, just leaving me that inside bit. So let's just tidy that up a little. So snip down there as well, across that bottom. And it's very easy to snip these. You know, the snipability with these has been made very easy. So I've got some foam pads on there. So that is going to go over there, which is why you can see why I haven't coloured that one in. So let me just tidy that up. That looks just a little messy for me. And then that bit. Just tidy that bit up. And then we're going to pop that on. So get those backings off of there.
Lots of cake. I did have a date slice yesterday, which was very nice.
Oh.
Yeah, the only date I've had for a while. No, I was in Cambridge. There's a very famous baker's in Cambridge.
Oh.
Sells Chelsea buns, sticky buns. But I had a date slice. It was like mushed up dates between two bits of crumble. Oh, delicious, Michelle.
Oh, that sounds so good. So that is my next piece, and then again, so I've not coloured that piece in because die cut another one out, and then I have fussy cut these two pieces out, and so those are going to go on top. So you know, Craig would be quite impressed that I've decoupaged this up because he's very, you know, can see
another way of using them as well.
Yes.
There's such versatility.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, especially with this particular one, I thought that, you know, being able to decoupage this one up was just absolutely perfect. So I'm going to pop that on there, and again, you could go with the cherry if you wanted to, but I'm really happy with that. So if I just sort of lift it up, for you can see, you get some lovely dimension with that, and those colours that I've used absolutely go perfectly with that new collection of Sarah's with all those amazing flowers in. So it's Say It With Flowers, isn't it?
Oh, it's a beautiful collection. You'll find that still over on the website as well if you want to grab some of that.
Again, an absolutely amazing collection. I think one of my favourites by far. I think it's the crepe flowers that did it for me.
Oh, they're beautiful, aren't they?
They're
Absolutely
amazing.
massive. Cindy says, I bought an ice cream cake for my daughter's birthday. My granddaughter asked me to please get her an ice cream cake for her birthday. Then my son-in-law has begged me to buy one for his birthday as well. Sounds like an expensive cake, that one, Cindy. Zoe says it has to be chocolate cake with chocolate buttercream. Carrot cake is just wrong. No veg in my cake. Thank you. Lorna Jane says, I agree, cake is always good. I made apple crumble muffins yesterday. Shared with my neighbours. One of my neighbours said it was perfect timing as she was just about to put the kettle on.
Oh,
Tea and a bit of
perfect.
cake, yes, please.
Absolutely. So I'm just putting a little bit of red liner tape on there because we're going to have that acetate front. So I've already taken my my holding sheet or whatever it's called that I have on there. Sometimes I forget to do it, and then I tape my red liner tape to it, and then it comes off because obviously I've just taped it to that protective covering. So don't forget to take that off. And then I've got my bottom piece, so we're going to pop that on as well. Just pop some red liner tape on there. I hope Christina's got some cakes left, so I think I definitely need some.
Cakes. I'm sure there will be. We hope. We live in hope.
Caitlin was telling me yesterday that she'd made some lovely something with pumpkins because she'd been like pumpkin picking.
Yeah,
and
so there's a big campaign this year. I was at the cinema last night. I went to see My Policeman, the new Harry Styles film. I was very excited having read the books. It did live up to the expectation, Michelle. But there's actually an advert on before the feature film in the cinema say don't throw your pumpkin away. Use it. It's completely usable. The only bit that you can't use is the stalk, apparently. So, yeah, lots of people doing lots of baking with their jack-o'-lanterns after they're done with them.
I think Ben was saying yesterday, his daughter and one of her friends, that when they was doing their pumpkins, they took all the seeds out, they mixed them with something and they baked them, something like that. So that sounded lovely. But I think people tend to just
spin them, don't they?
Yeah,
normally?
which is a shame. It absolutely is. So again, I'm using craft card. I've got that beautiful paper and the card from the Say It With Flowers collection. I've just wrapped the top with a bit of ribbon from my stash. So I've just mat and layer with the craft and that beautiful, I don't know what colour that is, but it's the most beautiful pinky salmony colour. And we're going to layer that up.
Beautiful colourway.
It really, I just absolutely love that collection. The colours in it are just beautiful.
Rachel, our social media superstar, has also roasted the seeds from their pumpkins already. All that is done. Alicia's loving this card, and Mary Rhino loving the colours in this too. So the paper pad here and also the luxury card is both from the Say It With Flowers. Is that right, Michelle?
It is, yeah.
Both of those still in stock over on the website, so you can grab them if you wish.
And do you know that's it? You're going to mix and match these dies with all of your paper collections, all of your card collections, because you're going to be colouring them with whatever colour that you want that's going to match the collection that you're going to be using. So, it's going to be used with absolutely everything. Let me just stick that down. It's just coming up a little bit. So this is going to pop on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my tape pen. Very careful. No, I'm not actually. So I'm going to squash my decoupage. Let me just.
Don't want to squash your decoupage.
No.
What a palaver that'll be.
Especially with the cake. We don't want squashed cake. Oh, I don't know. I'd still eat the cake if it was squashed. Isn't that how someone came up with the eat a mess? Didn't they make some sort of cake and drop it?
Well, I think it was. I think it was like meringue.
Yeah.
And cream together, like assembled beautifully, and it was dropped. But there's a dessert there's a similar one in Austria called Kaiserschmarrn.
Oh.
And Kaiser means like emperor, and Schmarrn means idiot. And apparently someone dropped the emperor's dessert, and he called them a Schmarrn, which means idiot. And now you have Kaiserschmarrn, which I prefer. Like Emperor Idiot is what it means in
Emperor
in
Idiot. I love that.
Yeah. I've eaten it and I actually can't remember what it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what I did was I stamped out and die cut. Life's too short, eat the cake. You absolutely knew that I was going to use that stamp. But instead of just putting it on as it is, I'm just going to I've just mat and layered it onto, again, the craft card and that red card. I have just got my bow here that is just going to go on there. I've got a couple of gems. I think it just finishes it off for me, so I'm just going to turn that round. I'm just going to pop a couple of gems on here.
Love your card, says Tina. You're so talented, Michelle. And Tricia, loving this style of card as well. It is beautiful, isn't it?
Thank you, guys.
What are we going to call this style of card, Michelle?
It does have a name.
Does it?
It does have a name, but I might have to ask. I'll ask someone, or someone in the comments will probably know. But if I turn that round for you now, again, so just another way to use it. I've used it as a topper, and if I just turn it, you can see it's decoupaged up.
Really cool, isn't it? And you could be doing that, or that concept of card, with absolutely any one of these brand new dies that we've got for you today. So 6 brand new sets in the collection for you, as you can see, and a great price. You can see you're getting, what, 6 creative card dies, 6 large stamps that go with it, plus the sentiment dies and stamps too. So you've got 6 themes. So this first one here is Thinking of You, as you can see, with the 2 little birdies there on the branches. We've also then got Beautiful Butterfly in there too, and again you can see how it cuts into, you can have it as a topper, or you can have it built directly into your concept if you wish. That one there is your Dragonfly Dream. You've also got Celebrate Your Day. This one here is Sweet Roses, and then you've also got a special bouquet there for you too. All of those as a platinum member under £50 or $58, which is excellent value. It really is. We're going to go and have a little look at something else now that's going to be coming up in our later launch party show, and it is these, the Heritage Dies. It is the showstopper deal that we've managed to continue from our birthday event. So what you're going to get in here is 6 brand new styles on the design. These are amazing because you can twist these frames and create something different. So if you see here, this is how the frame is looking with a single layer. But then what you're able to do is, that's all the dies cut. You're then able to play around with how you want to put these together. So you can see that's them twisted and built up. So it really is a great concept when it comes to nesting dies and frames. That one is your Georgian Swirls. This one here, that is your Beautiful Baroque that you can see there. Again, such incredibly intimate detailing. You can also stencil through these as well. So see all this detailing here? That is the open detail on the die that you're able to then stencil through, which is excellent. 60% of this deal has gone. You will need to be quick if you want it. That one there is your Heritage Scrolls. Again, look, all of that detailing there, that is all inked through using the open spaces in the die. It's very, very clever. Then we also have the Venetian Charm, and you will also get the Antique Chic there as well. And then, oh sorry, that one, no, that one is your Edwardian Elegance. Sorry, excuse me, that one is your Antique Chic. There's 6 in there for you. You are getting freebies though, and delightful ones at that, because we are going to include for you in here your 12 by 12 from the Vintage Butterfly collection. Oh, I've got a new one, Michelle. Don't tell anyone. Oh gosh, Michelle, you know what happens here, don't you? Right, we'll come back to this. No, I won't be beaten, Michelle. I will not be beaten by a small piece of adhesive plastic. And you know what makes it worse? I trimmed my nails yesterday, so I've got nothing to go at. When I first started here at Crafters TV, what, almost nearly 3 years ago now, I used to spend literally most of my time on air trying to get those little sticky bits of plastic off. True story, that. Let me share with you then this. You've got the beautiful 12 by 12 vintage butterfly papers, lots of depth and dimension in here, loads of layers to all the imagery. It's going to work beautifully with these new Heritage dies. So you've got those in there, and then you'll also get as well the linen cardstock, the luxury linen cardstock, matching 24 sheets of that. For those freebies, as you can see, worth $29.98 or $39.94. You're not paying for those today. And of course, if you are a platinum member, you will be able to get your discount. They are all available individually, these, over on the website. However, of course, if you're going for individuals, you will not get the freebies. That makes the larger collection, the full collection, far and away the best value when you are going for these. 6 beautiful dies here, Michelle. Which one are you going to, which one have you chosen to demonstrate?
Heritage Scrolls. It was hard because they're all beautiful. They are all just absolutely lovely. So you take these out of the pack and you have got that main die. It is just stunning. Look at that. That is an absolute gorgeous die. But then you've got sort of these smaller pieces, and I think the idea behind these was that you can, you know, angle these when you're putting them, matting and layering them up. You've got the ability for them to do that absolutely beautifully. So let me just pop that to the side. So I've got some pearlescent card here, so we're going to pop that on there, and then this gorgeous one as well, so that's going to go on there. So let me bring in my plates. And we'll pop these through. But I mean, even down to, so those tiny little ones in the middle, so like little corner embellishments. So even down to those in the middle, you've got such a lot in these packs. So let me just, right, let's pop that through. And again, so a lovely size. A lovely size that is, this is going to be the absolute main focal point of your card. But actually, there are sizes as well that you can be using them just in the background. You're not going to want to, but you do have that ability to be able to do that if you want.
Brilliant. Stacey Hubble says, I remember Joe struggling with a lot of the packaging. I now have the foresight to take it off before the show, Stacey, which helps. And Laura says, plastic always wins. It does, I'm afraid. Lynn says, Lynn Blackledge says, story is strawberry meringue cream pudding was dropped at the Eton versus Harrow cricket match in the late 19th century. It was scooped up off the floor and served, smashed to bits. Imagine that. I mean, I'm sorry, 3-second rule doesn't apply if there's any wet ingredients as far as I'm concerned.
No.
It doesn't work if there's wet ingredients.
Definitely not. No. No.
Imagine that. I mean, 19th century, I can't imagine hygiene standards were that, you know, I can't imagine there was no EHO back then, no environmental health organisation to make sure the kitchens were clean.
No.
Oh, gosh.
Gosh, no. Oh.
Peggy says, heritage dyes are a classic. You will use them a lot. Style is amazing. It really is, really beautiful. So intricately detailed as well. I'm always blown away by the level of intricacy Leanne and the team managed to get into all the dyes that they bring. But these are absolutely really up there at the top of the tree, Michelle, aren't they?
I love that. Do you know what? I mean, I'm going to ink through this, which is why I've left this one on the die for now. But I've not seen anything that we've done remotely like these before, because the decorative element on these is just absolutely stunning. So let me just take those off. So I just wanted to die cut those last few little bits out. You've got that lovely circle in the middle. Yeah, you've got so much, like I said, even down to these tiny little dies here that give you that corner piece. Just there, look. So let's just pop that to the side. Just be very careful, because if you're anything like me, these tiny little dies are going to get stuck to your magnetic shim and you're going to lose them.
Oh, don't do that. There's
No.
nothing more annoying.
Especially those little ones. So I'm going to stick those back on straight away.
Trisha's heritage dyes are turning up today.
Oh.
How exciting. So many parcels coming out at the moment, isn't it? Everyone that's been placing their orders over our birthday event. There's going to be an awful lot of craft alongs on the horizon, I imagine, as well, Michelle.
Yes, definitely. Whoever gets the craft along with these is going to have so much fun. So I'm going to bring in, I've got my pink tulip and it's my water reactive. And you can see that I haven't taken my dye off yet because I want to ink through onto those decorative pieces. Now, if you wanted to run this back through and emboss it, so you have those, so you have it popping through here a lot more, so you get a deep emboss, then you're just going to run it back through. You'll take your magnetic shim out and you'll put your rubber embossing mat in, and then it'll really make it pop through.
Marvellous.
So I'm just going to pick up some of this ink. So it's my pink tulip, and we're just going to ink through that. Now, I'm using the pink tulip onto this Centura pearl, which it sort of subdues it. Is that the right word? A little bit, the colour, the brightness. It's a more...
Right. So the colour of the Centura takes the brightness out of the ink, or the other way around?
No, yeah, so because you're going on a Centura pearl, when you put an ink on it, it's almost like not a dulled down. I don't know, of course I don't know the word that I'm trying to explain to you.
I guess the ink is translucent as
Yes,
well, isn't it? So
that's it.
So the
it's not as
colour from
bold.
the paper is going to sort of interfere, is not the right word I'm after, but it's going to...
Yeah, it just doesn't make it as bright.
Help us out. I don't know what's going on with us two today. I reckon by the later show we should have warmed up. I feel like I should have done some sort of like brain training exercises for the show today. I don't know why. I'm a bit dusty up top today, Michelle.
But but it does, you were right, the word, it gives you a lovely translucent effect. So the pink tulip that I'm
Gives
using...
a more subtle look.
Yes,
thank you,
thank
Rachel, our
you.
social media superstar. She's always got our back.
There you go. So, oh, I could have just moved that. So it gives you a more subtle look. If if you want it a lot more bold coming through, then use your fuchsia, because it sort of will make it more pink tulipy, if that makes sense. But look how beautiful it looks once you've inked it up. Those decorative pieces. It looks lovely, doesn't it? So let me just move that to the side, and then we'll bring in my card. So I've just got a lovely 6x6, and I've got all sorts of little bits here. So we're going to mat and layer that up. So all I did with this was, you can see I run it through with the die, the circle die, and it just gives me a beautiful nesting circle. So let's get this mat and layered up. So these two colours together are just so delicate and pretty. Love them. So let's pop that on there. And again, I've gone down 1/4 of an inch increment with my mats and layers today. Let's pop that on there. In fact, if I'd have thought, which I haven't, so I was going to put this on some foam pads, but because it's just paper, it's going to go saggy. So if you want your paper on foam pads, always die cut it with some card as well. Then you've got the stiffness, the solidness. You all know what I mean. If you foam pad just paper up, it goes all saggy. So you need to layer it with the matching piece of card behind it. We don't want saggy bits. So let's pop that on there.
Any questions you've got, keep getting them into us. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Remember, 2 more fabulous shows coming up today still here on Crafters TV. So we've got that launch day of those brand new dies. That will be at 2 p.m. here in the UK, which is 10 a.m. East Coast. And then we'll have our launch party. Maybe we'll see a sprinkling of these in that. And some of our most successful recent launches as well. We'll be bringing those back for you. And that will be coming up 6 p.m. tonight in the UK, which is 2 p.m. if you're over on the East Coast. So make sure you come and join us for all of the fun and goings on. Brilliant deals for you today. We'll have loads of inspiration too. Is it you and I tomorrow as well, Michelle?
No, I'm home all day today.
I thought it was you and I tomorrow as well.
So now I'm just going to have a little bit of a play, because I've got a couple of these cut out. I've actually got a couple of these cut out, but ooh. So even down, do you know what? Let's have a go. I wasn't going to do that because I didn't think it would go, but I think it does. So let's just. So again, so all you're going to do is I'm just going to turn it round so you've got that lovely. Oh, I like that. I didn't even mean to do that, but I think it looks lovely. And then I'm going to pop that in. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for my dotty tape pen. So I'm just going to tape those corners up. And this is it. You're going to cut a few of these pieces out. And just like I did, actually, I didn't mean to do that at all. But when I sort of twisted that second circle on top, I thought it looked absolutely lovely, and I thought, actually, let's just go for it.
I don't think I've seen it put together like this so far, you know, Michelle.
No.
I think there's so many different configurations. There's so many ways of doing it.
There really is. And I think, if you do it the same way twice yourself, you'll probably shock yourself because there is just so many ways to do it. So let's pop that in the middle.
I'm with Debbie tomorrow and the next day, and then I'm with Corinne on Friday as well. So I'm here with you all week. I'm back with you Monday to Friday next week as well, which will be exciting. Yes, so you've got lots of opportunity If you don't like me, I'm afraid then it's bad news. You've got me all week this week and a week next week as well. Ashley says it looks like a camera shutter. Michelle, that's exactly what it looks like. It really does.
Of course, yes. So just there we go. And then I've just stamped out a birthday wishes. I'm going to pop that on some foam pad, on a foam pad. We're going to pop that in the middle. And then I have these corners that I'm going to pop into the corners. Would you have guessed?
Corners for the corners. Groundbreaking. Very, very busy on this as well today. Lots of you going for these. 60% of these has already gone. You want it to be quick for them if you want them. If they're in your basket, do think about checking them out. We'll give you an opportunity to do that shortly. And remember, you can go back and watch back the entire launch day on these, which is brilliant. So you go back, watch that any time you like, which is fantastic, over on our website, craftscampaign.co.uk.com.au.
So I've got some of that that gorgeous seam binding ribbon that came with I think it came with the vintage butterflies, didn't it? The seam binding ribbon. So I'm actually gonna pop that there. So let me just get rid of that. Put a tiny little bit of ribbon just on there, and then I've just got a couple of little foam flowers. Just gonna snip those backs down. We're just going to pop those there. I did have some leaves, some foliage somewhere, but it's disappeared, so we're just going to go just with a couple of flowers. So we're just going to pop that there. Let's pop that one there, actually. So we're going to pop that one there and that one there, and I think I'm quite happy with that. I'm quite happy with the double circle. I didn't mean to do it, but if I turn that round for you, it actually looks lovely.
Absolutely gorgeous. It really, really does look gorgeous. Are we back to doing demo of the show again now?
Yeah.
All back to the votes. Who won then? I see there were some awards next door. I didn't get a chance to see who scooped them. Jan won one.
Jan was Demo of the Year.
Demo of the Year.
And then Craig and Debbie Fisher sharing the trophy for the most amount of stars. So is that Designer of the Year or Demonstrator of the Year? I can't quite remember.
There we are. Amazing. Absolutely awesome.
I did come in a close second.
Did you?
It was... So Debbie and Craig were 11 stars and me and Debbie Robinson were 10 stars each. So it was all very close.
It was very close.
Yeah.
So the stars start again from now.
I have the first star.
Right, you have the first star?
I have the first, and it's a Demo of the Month star, so I have a glittery star.
Ah.
So it's just mine up there on the board. It looks lovely.
Devil's advocate here, right? Surely that star for Demo of the Month should have gone in the last lot.
Well,
and therefore you should have been joint winner with the other two.
You would, do you know what you would have
Not that I like to stir the pot or cause any kind of trouble here at Craft TV, but just putting it out
I'm
there.
quite happy to start the new year with a star because I feel a little bit like it's game on this year.
You could have celebrated you with a golden mini. I'm just saying,
Well,
Michelle.
yeah.
I'm just saying. Anyway, let me just let me move on. Let's move on before I get myself in any more trouble. This one here, let me take you back through what you're getting in here. So that one there is a Georgian swirls that you can see. You've also got the beautiful Baroque. You know what I say, Michelle? If it ain't Baroque. If it ain't Baroque, don't fix it.
Love it.
Terrible, isn't it? I know. Heritage Scrolls is that one just there. Then you've got the Venetian Charm. This one here is the Edwardian Elegance. And then you've also got the Antique Chic there as well. And then remember, the freebies that you're getting in here, but you have to be quick for these, 60% has gone. You will also get the luxury cardstock, and you will also get the 12 by 12 paper pad included in there as well, which is absolutely glorious. It really is a beautiful, beautiful pad, that one, with loads and loads of different designs in there. So do not miss out on that. $77.94 or $89.70 if you want to get your hands on that. I must also mention, of course, the Out of This World deal. We have an Out of This World deal on every one of our launch parties. It's a fabulous product at a brilliant, brilliant deal, and it's a less than half price deal on these. These are Layerable Sentiments Christmas collection. These are excellent. Cut all these out, layer them up in different cardstocks, and they make these beautiful toppers. Some of these are excellent to be used as tags as well. You know how I love a tag. That first one's Let It Snow. You've also got We Wish You a Merry Christmas. The next one there, that one is Your Winter Wishes. See, that would be perfect size for a tag, I'm thinking, that one there, with a little bit of a matte layer on the back. This one here is Ho, Ho, Ho. Then you've also got Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Another brilliant size one for a tag, that. This one here, that is your Star of Wonder. Then you've also got Joy to the World and 'Tis the Season as well. 'Tis the Season to be jolly. £40 or $50 if you want to get a hold of those. £32 or $40 as a platinum member, which is joyous. Right, let's give you an opportunity to check out your baskets. Whilst you do that, here is how you get social with us.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben, you didn't.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan. Can we clip that?
Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Our craft experts come from all over the UK to HQ up in the northeast, and here they are telling you a little bit about where they're from and what it's famous for.
So I'm from a beautiful town called Carnoustie. So many people may recognise the town as a golfing town, famous golfing town. We get lots of big golfing events. I can't say that I'm a golfer myself, but we do get a lot of the celebs, golfers, musicians, actors, all of these turning up at the town. For those that aren't into golfing, what I would tend to say is it's sandwiched in between Arbroath and Dundee, so we are quite far up. I love my town. I love where I am now. However, I will say one of the main things that I miss about my hometown, apart from my family and friends, of course, have to say that, otherwise they're going to watch this and be like, where's our mention? It is, of course, the beach. We're right on the River Tay. We've got the gorgeous beach, the sand and the sea. It's absolutely beautiful. It's the one thing that I always make a beeline for as soon as I arrive back home for a little visit.
I was brought up in Colnbrick, which is a little village near Slough, so it's not very exciting. But we do have the 3rd oldest pub in the whole of the UK there, and it's where the Cox's Pippin apple was first invented or first discovered. But I moved to Chiswick in West London about 25 years ago, and I've lived there ever since. And I love it. It's full of, I wouldn't necessarily say celebrities, but TV stars. So it's quite good for celebrity spotting when you're having a cocktail on the high road.
Oh, it's so lovely to meet our experts there. Lots and lots of love coming in. Lynn says, Joe, you do make me laugh. I don't know what that's about specifically, but I'm all right with that. Alicia says, I love the lighting in the studio. It looks very inviting. The lighting was inviting.
It is lovely in here.
It is nice. I think
it's lovely.
It's the purple hues that you can see, isn't it? In there, very warming. Amanda says, everyone at CC, the 17th birthday was so amazing. Loved the daily free gifts, really loved. You could not pre-see any day's items, added so much excitement, not forgetting all the amazing shows. You were all so very nice, happy, funny, entertaining and helpful. So thank you all. Oh, you're more than welcome, Amanda. Thanks for your kind message. This one just here, we're going to move on. We're going to have another little look at the birthday box, which is this one just here. So this one here is your papers that you're going to get in here. These birthday boxes, all the box collections are always such great value, sort of like a mini Sarah signature, aren't they? They are, of course, in the Sarah signature range, of course. That one is brilliant. But I think the great thing is the value is always off the chart with these. So that one there is all of your coloured cardstock, double-sided that as well, which is super, super handy. And then we've got some awesome items within here for you. So let's have a little look. Lots of stencils in here, which I think so often are such an underrated part of your stash. That is your heart wreath that you've got there. We then also have your happy birthday. So that's a heart wreath stencil, I should have said there. That one is your happy birthday stencil. And then you've got an embossing folder with the stencil there included too, which is awesome. Next up, we've got this one just here, which is that bunting, as you can see. Then you've got your ribbon, 2 different sorts in there. You've got your organza and your, now I can't remember the name of the other one, satin. There we are. You will also get in here all of those incredible dies, and brilliant also to have then the stamps in there too, which is brilliant. Right, $49.99 or $59.95 if you want to get your hands on that one just there. I believe we've got some more inspiration. You're spoiling us today with all these demos, Michelle.
I know. I've done 4 already and I'm on my 5th. Look at me. I'm on a roll. So for this one, I'm going to use some of the papers from the box, and I've got my stamp set. And what I'm going to use is, of course, I'm going to, we're all hungry now, so I'm going to use the Cupcake again. So what I've done is I've already stamped it out, just obviously because we're quite right at the end of the show. Again, on some Nina cardstock, and I've used my alcohol-proof ink pad because I'm going to be colouring it in again with some tri-blends. So I'm just going to use, again, I'm going to use a couple of my tricolour ones, and we're going to colour. And so this one I have got is the Enchanted Tints. So this one is absolutely gorgeous. It really is. It is perfectly. It's its name, the Enchanted Tints. And again, it's going to blend out beautifully through those 3 different colours. You're going to get the most beautiful ombre effect with very minimal effort. It really does it all for you. It is just... Can you tell I like these pens?
They are amazing, aren't they? And they've been so incredibly popular all the way since...
Just that one. It is just... It's beautiful.
So
it really is.
So subtle as well at the same time. Just beautiful. Really going to elevate your projects and take them to the next level, which is brilliant.
Definitely.
Oh, Peggy Sue, you're going to get a slap on the wrist today, Peggy Sue. Peggy says I've never used any of my stencils ever.
Ooh.
Peggy Sue, what's stopping you? What's holding you back? Let us know, because hopefully we can help you out with that.
Yeah, definitely. I think sometimes the fear of the unknown with things, maybe asking a question or watching someone else use one, gives you the courage to go for it. And I must admit, I think sometimes with stencils, I think people assume that you've got to go mixed media with those, so like your texture paste and things like that, and you absolutely don't have to. So I think that can be a big thing with stencils for sure. There we go. Look how that's blended beautifully. And you can see, I didn't really put any effort into that. It has just done it all for me. So let's just have a nice deep red cherry. And I'm going to cut that out. So all I'm going to do is we're going to fussy cut that. Let me just colour my cake in. We can't have a naked cake. There we go. And we can have a nice purple stem on there. So again, I've channeled Craig today. I've done decoupage. I'm doing a little bit of fussy cutting.
Nice. As a lefty as well, this is...
yeah, it's not the easiest.
With a pair of right-handed scissors.
I know. I'll do my best.
Got some glitter paste or some embossing powders through the stencils. You will love them, says Journaling. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Happy says, I love stencils. They are so easy to use. I think, just through peer pressure alone, we should make Peggy try some stenciling today, don't you?
Definitely. And she must send the pictures in later as well. Have a go and send us some pictures of what you've done.
Please do. We'd love to see them. Michelle on a roll, Michelle on a roll, Michelle on a roll, Michelle on a roll, Michelle on a roll. Hey. Could be a new song, apparently.
I'm up for that one. I like that version. And right, so there you go. So what I'm going to do now is that little bit of white space that I've got round the edge, I'm just going to colour in. Just going to take, so with the lightest one on this, it's just going to take that whiteness away. Some people like that white sort of border around, but I think this just takes the edge off by doing that. So that is my beautiful cupcake. So I'm just going to bring in my card now. So again, the card and the paper from the box is absolutely gorgeous, and I love balloons. I don't know if it's me resorting to being a child, but I absolutely love balloons. When it's my birthday and people don't buy me balloons.
Balloons quite a common phobia,
Really?
Helium balloons, I think specifically, yeah.
Oh.
An ex of mine absolutely petrified of balloons.
I love balloons.
Me too.
So I've just cut a panel, again, just a coordinating piece of paper. I've put it on foam pads, and then I used that stencil in there that makes this lovely bunting. And all I've done is I've just put a few foam pads just on that side piece, because we're going to overlap that onto there. And I should have put my glue under there. Let me just lift that up gently. Pop a bit of glue there. And then I'm going to have my lovely cake right in the centre. So I'm just going to bring in my embossing tool. We're just going to give it a little bit of dimension there. Pop a foam pad in the middle. What have I done with them? Over there. So this is just this show. That's how many foam pads I've used just in this show. Don't tell Tracy. So I'm going to double that up, and the reason I'm going to double layer that up is because I want that curve to stay there. I want that dimension of that curve on there. If I just use one foam pad, it's going to sort of flatten out, but by using two, it's going to stay. So can you see that I still got that huge dimension on there? And then I've just got Celebrate, which I'm going to pop down the bottom here. So again, foam pads. All those different heights though look lovely. That's going to go there. I have just a little bow I'm going to pop in that corner. And I am done. I was going to put a few gems on, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to...
Beautiful. Sometimes just doesn't need it, does it?
Yeah, yeah. But if I just turn that round, you can see you've got that lovely dimension on that cupcake there. just by adding that extra foam pad.
Really awesome. Should we do card of the show, Michelle?
Yeah. Yes.
You've really got through them this wake-up call.
I have, haven't I?
Loads of demos achieved in this 2 hours.
Right, so number 1 is with those new Colorable Creator Card dies. Number 2 is the birthday box with the stencil. You can't quite see it, can you? There you go. There you go. So that's number 2. Number 3, again, the Creator Card dies, Colorable Creator Cards. So that's number 3. Number 4 is those heritage dies. And then number 5 is the birthday box again.
There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught official live. You get your votes in. Crafters TV on Facebook. Crafters Companion if you're over on YouTube. Let me recap what's in the box for you. You're going to get all of those. Oh, hello. Delicious pattern papers, of course, in there. Lots and lots of different designs in there that are going to really help you with all of those birthday projects you want to achieve. So you're going to get those. You'll also get the coloured cardstock in there too. Again, a really lovely selection of colours, all double-sided, of course. Then you will have this one. This is your Reef Heart stencil. That one there is the Happy Birthday stencil. Then you have got the balloon embossing folder and stencil, which goes together. This one here is that bunting stencil, and then you've got your ribbons in there, as well as, of course, all of the dies. There are loads and loads of dies in there. I mean, you're looking at £19.99, £24.99, I think, just to get the dies on their own. And you've then got stamps, which go in there alongside that too. $49.99, $59.95, that comes down to less than £40 or $50 as a platinum member, which is amazing. We've also got as well the Tricolour Aquas, not Tricolour Aquas, Tricolour brush pen. Gosh, that was more difficult than it needed to be, wasn't it, Michelle? It's a complete collection for you, which is excellent. So it gets you 18 markers. That's 54 pens, 54 colours within there across the 18 pieces that you've got, which is amazing. 70% of these have gone. You get all of these brilliant colours included. So you're going to get Breaking Waves, Fresh Succulent, Dark and Stormy, Twilight Sky, that's Rich and Decadent, Mystic Tones. Then we've got the Deep Sea, Sunlit Leaves, Heavenly Hues. That one there is your Azure Horizons, Warm and Fiery, Enchanted Tints. This one up here, that's Sand Dunes. You've got Deep Forest, Antique Delicate, Golden Sunshine, the Lush Verdant, and the Forest Glade. I love that they sort of have names that give you an idea of what you're going to do with them, which is brilliant. Demo of the show is number 3, Michelle. Number 3.
That was this one, wasn't it?
There you are, number 3. 4 was a close second. They were all thinking 4 next door. In the gallery. Remember as well, we're going to be back with you a little bit later in about an hour's time with this brand new launch, of course. It is your Colorable Creator Card die collection with 49 elements. 15% almost of that has already gone. It's been very busy. I know we're going to have a very, very busy launch. Lots of really beautiful things you can do with this, Michelle, aren't there?
There really is. So we're going to have lots of fun, but I must show you some more of the design team's work because they have been loving this. So look at that one just on sort of an acetate window. So that is Kerry Noon, absolutely beautiful. And then look at this one. So again, cut straight into the cards. That's Debbie Clough. And again, so changing up the colours. Look at that. I love the colours on that. So that one's Christina Pook. So I'm calling names out because I don't do it as often as I really should do. And the design team's work is fabulous. So that's Debbie's again. And if I'm not mistaken, this might be Debbie's again, but look at this. Look at that.
Stunning, isn't it?
That is stunning. So that's Debbie's as well. And then lastly, this one. So this is Shan's. And I love that. Really gorgeous. So just stunning, stunning samples.
Really, really beautiful they are. Right, it's been an amazing wake-up call. Don't forget to check out your baskets and make sure you come and join us. 2 p.m. here in the UK. Got about an hour to get yourself set ready for that next show. That's 10 a.m. if you're over on the East Coast. For myself and Michelle, we'll see you back here again real soon. Take care.